What's going on, guys? Welcome to the third live stream during this whole kind of quarantining COVID-19 thing. Give me 1 second. I just got to make sure. Pardon that. Got to make sure my Mac is plugged in so it doesn't die halfway through this thing. So what's going on, everybody? We're going to let some people roll in if anybody wants to roll in right now. And whoever's watching, let me know in the chat room. That would be awesome. And yeah, we're hanging out. That's literally what we're doing. We're social distancing, and but we're doing it safely. We're making sure that everybody is safe and sound in their own homes, and no one's getting infected with anything and whatnot. It's a it, I will tell you this. I will tell you this. The walls are definitely closing in, and it's crazy, because when you do something like this, right, where you know, basically shut off all of the outside world for the most part, assuming you don't need gas or like the essential things. When you do that, it's weird because um, you really start to realize that what you're doing is weird. Like, if that makes sense. It's such a strange thing to not have to go to work. So for everybody watching, I don't have to tell you the whole story, but basically my job that I work at has given me the option to not come into work and still get paid for up to 30 days. So that's really good. And I opted to do that because, it's a crazy time we're living in. So better safe than sorry. Um, so I did that, and yeah, it's been a few days now, and really starting to feel it. It's a tricky thing. You got to find that right balance of doing things that make you happy. So this is something that makes me happy. This is something that I look forward to. Even if no one's watching live, just the fact that afterwards people watch this like a video, and it's awesome. Speaking of videos, I just edited or I'm not completely done editing, but I'm currently editing, I should say, my my complete Blu-ray, DVD, 4K collection. I haven't done one of those in a long time because I tried to break out of the whole um, doing videos and whatnot about movies, because I want to be known for more than just movies, but I am known for movies. That's what my podcast and channel and everything really started out as. So I just did that. The whole collection is right over there. The video is going to be, I don't know, maybe 15, 16 minutes, something like that. It's nothing crazy. I power through every title, and yeah, it's just something, if that's what you're into, like if you enjoy that. I know a lot of my followers and people that kind of started with me at the beginning want to see something like that. So definitely that is coming. And I also show you guys this. Just got this in the mail. There we go. The Twilight Zone Companion, third edition. So this is the most recent edition. This thing, look at that thing. That thing is massive. I love this book. This book is, because you guys know I love the Twilight Zone. This book is keeping me company. It's right on my bed here. And it goes through every piece of information, every piece of trivia, all that stuff that you would want to know about the Twilight Zone. And the third edition actually includes more photographs. And I think it actually includes pretty much everything else. Like maybe the movie is featured in here. I know the recent revivals, all the revivals that there have been. There's been a few Twilight Zone revivals throughout the years. Not a lot of people know this. So it started out in 1959, right, as the original series, and that went to 1964, 5 seasons, 156 episodes, and then it was adapted into a movie in 1983, I believe, which was sort of like an anthology film. So you had Steven Spielberg, Joe Dante, George Miller, and John Landis all working together. They each had a story to tell, and then they combined it into a movie. It's a pretty good movie. It's actually there's a fun. Well, it's not fun at all, but there's a piece of trivia attached to that movie. There was a real life accident on set of the Twilight Zone movie in 1983, and it killed 3 people. It killed 3 actors. Basically, what the scene was this war scene going on, and they were filming this in studio. And there's actual footage of this. You can find this online. It's really haunting. There's like a helicopter scene they're filming, and they filmed there's an actual helicopter in a studio setting. And something happened to the helicopter because explosions nearby that went off did something to it, and it lost control. And the main guy of the first segment, his name is Vic Morrow, I believe that's his name. He was carrying children actors who were not legally supposed to be there. So this is a crazy story. He was carrying them for the scene. They were acting. He was trying to protect these kids. The helicopter is spinning out of control, comes down on top of them, and the rotors, the blades, cut his head off. It's so crazy. And this actually happened. This is not a movie. This is a behind the scenes thing. That production went through so much shit in court because of, 1, just the fact of how unsafe it was, 2, the fact that they had child actors who were also killed on set illegally, sort of being paid under the table. Crazy story. And like I said, you can watch the footage. You don't see anything because it splashes water and everything. You don't see a head fly or anything. But just to know that you see it come right down on top of them. It's crazy. It's so scary. And it's just weird that it's a Twilight Zone movie. You know what I mean? It's oh my God, how fitting, unfortunately. So, side tangent. So then there's that movie in 1983. Then 2 years later, the 80s series comes out. So there's an 80s Twilight Zone that ran for 3 seasons. And then in 2002, it came back for, I think, 1 season. Or maybe a few more seasons. Not a whole lot of episodes in that one. And that was hosted, the narrator was Forrest Whitaker. And now we have the 3rd revival with Jordan Peele as the host. So it's crazy. And I have everything in my collection except for the movie on DVD, and I don't have the Forrest Whitaker version. I still have to get those 2. But I do have the original, I have the 80s version, and I have the 2019 version. So I love the Twilight Zone. The Twilight Zone is great. I've said it on here. It feels like we're living in a Twilight Zone kind of episode right now. Sort of like Time Enough at Last, that episode with Burgess Meredith. That episode is hitting home real hard. The fact of what if there was nobody? I'm already kind of feeling anxious. Not having to go to work, kind of being quarantined inside. But what if nobody was around? They deal with that a lot in the Twilight Zone. The pilot episode, Where Is Everybody? A phenomenal episode. Literally is a guy, he just wakes up one day and there's nobody around. It's just him. What does that do to your psyche? Oh, I love Twilight Zone is so good. It is so good, seriously. So that's going on. Been reading that. Doing the DVD Blu-ray 4K collection, and yeah, just really trying to stay afloat here. This because who knows how long this is going to go. I was thinking about this today. I was thinking, it's funny how people are now kind of catching on to the whole cleanliness thing, right? You're seeing commercials for it. You're seeing anytime you turn on the news, you're seeing all this stuff, and if anybody knows me, if you were to ask somebody that truly knows me, you would be informed that I was way ahead of the curve before any of this was cool. I was cleaning my hands. I was not touching doorknobs, gas station pumps. If I do touch my face like right now, it's because I know that my hands have been properly washed, sanitized, all that stuff. If I can't, I'll either use this part or whatever, something that I know hasn't touched dirty surfaces. You would be amazed. This blows my mind. And the only reason I say this is because the other day my dad was my dad and I were talking, and he was like asking me, he was like, what? So we can't see these viruses, like they're on everything and we touch it. And I'm like, yes. How do you think we get sick? And so it blew his mind. And I showed him a video on this channel. I think it's called Vox, VOX, but it's sort of like they show you like they do a simulation of like germs and stuff on your hands, and they show you that you need 20 seconds to wash your hands thoroughly and get it off. If you do it 5 seconds, 10 seconds, any of that stuff, it's still on your hands. So, but it's funny. It's like I was doing all this stuff before it was cool. I was buying hand sanitizer when you could still buy hand sanitizer. I was buying Purell wipes when you could still buy them. Now you can't buy them because everyone wants to do it. And what's really interesting, this is going to be the real interesting thing. When this is all over, right? When this is all said and done, are we gonna keep going with it? You know what I mean? Are we still going to have these shortages of supplies? Or are people just going to sort of drop off and be like, well, I guess it's not coronavirus is gone. COVID-19 is not a thing anymore. All right, I don't need it. Or are we going to keep going? Is the handshake, is this thing, is that going to be a thing of the past? I mean, I think it should be. I think we should be fist bumping, elbow bumping, doing that. We should be doing anything instead of this. This is that's awful. And there's so many people that I've seen in my life before all this was happening that would like shake hands, grab a doorknob, come in, rub their nose because they had an itch. And it's like, wow, do you realize what you just did? If your immune system is not up to par, you just got yourself sick. You did. Crazy stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see. Make sure I don't have anything on my nose. Feels like I do. No one's watching to tell me if I do or not. It's going to be interesting to see if we stick with all this stuff. My prediction is we're not going to. We're not going to do it. It might be around for a little bit, cleanliness stuff, but what's really unfortunate is it's really hard to maintain it, right? It's really hard to keep it going. It's really hard to kind of advocate this stuff constantly. It should be common sense, but we all know common sense isn't so common. So that's going on, something that I was thinking about earlier today. And if you guys are wondering, so the podcast, right? The podcast, I just wanted to update you guys on what's going on with the podcast. So I've been having issues lately with the host that I use, and this is only lately because usually they're 100% perfect, and I still love hosting with them, but Anchor is what I'm talking about in case anybody is curious here. God, I just want to keep the hat on. All right, the service that I use to host my podcast is called Anchor. It's a very popular one. It's free. It's all that stuff. And they have an option if you are trying to have a guest on that's not in the same room as you. It's called remote recording because they're sort of far off, like a remote island. So you can do that. You can have them on your podcast. You just plug it into your computer, however you want to do it, and you can have them on it, and it records. So I've been doing that, and I had a couple episodes, one with a gentleman by the name of Patrick Gorton. He hosts a podcast called We Live on a Planet. And I had another one with my friend Crystal. And this is how we recorded. We recorded through this option and everything was smooth. Nothing was going on during the recording. The recording during it was perfectly fine. It was only on playback that I noticed, and I've since emailed them, and they've been in contact with me. Anchor has, and we're going back and forth, and we're trying to really make sure that this doesn't keep happening. But those two recordings, unfortunately, are lost, and not lost in the sense of I don't have them. I do have them, but what happened was some type of a glitch where, like I said, during the recording everything was fine. Only on playback, when you listen to the audio, it's sort of as though my audio and the person's audio is combined. And it'll make it sound like we're both talking at the same time over one another, so you can't hear it. You really can't make out what we're saying. And that happens all throughout the episode. and it's unreleasable. Like I can't release that stuff. If you listen to the Jason Latona episode, fun fact, it's sort of happening there, but it's not to like a degree of, oh my God, this is like unbearable. I can't listen to this. But you'll notice it in that episode, Jason Latona, the most recent one, like 43 or something. So it's in there, but it was releasable. The ones with Patrick and Crystal, I can't release them because you guys won't be able to understand what we're talking about. So I've, itchy nose, man. This happens every time I go live. So I've emailed Anchor, I've gotten in touch with them, and like I said, we're going back and forth. So I have a couple remote recordings coming up this week that I'm a little nervous about, honestly, because, hold on, I just want to make sure everything's going good here. Okay, yeah, good. That I'm a little nervous about because like I've only ever used Anchor to remote record. So now I feel like I have to figure out some other way to do it. And of course, that's always a hassle because once you get into a groove, you like to stay in that groove because you're familiar with it. It's easy to do. And now I got to step out of my comfort zone and figure out another way to make this stuff happen. But I think I will because, I want to make these remote recordings happen. So one of them is going to be with Durant Cinema. So, really looking forward to that one. He might be my test subject. So Dave, just letting you know, you might be my test subject. I might have you. We're definitely going to have to do some tests to see what works the best. Luckily, I have a piece of equipment, the Rodecaster Pro from Rode Microphones, and it has the ability to do what I'm doing very simply. So I'm curious to see how that works. I just have to make sure that the cell reception in my house for my cell phone is really good, it's a little dodgy. But man, I really wish someone was here so they could tell me. No, I don't see anything. Can you imagine someone's tuning in right now and I'm doing that? Yeah, nothing. Oh, hey, what's going on? Nice to see you. So yeah, that's going on. That's going on. That's going on. My mouth and my mind are at two different speeds. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff coming up. That's keeping me busy. But anybody that's watching this after the fact, because as far as I can tell, no one's watching live. Let me know what you're doing to not go crazy, to make it through this and come out on the end okay. And yeah, I'm really curious to know, like, is there some type of meditation you're doing, some sort of special method that you're, incorporating into your life? There's a lot of funny memes going around, a lot of fake news, like literal fake news. Like I was scrolling through Facebook and an article popped up from The Onion. There you go. But the article read something along the lines of woman bored to death because of woman bored to death because of self-quarantine starts talking to husband or something like that. And, it's funny. So let me know what you guys are doing to hang in there. And I'm going to keep going here. It's we've been going for almost 20 minutes. So I'm going to go here for a little longer, see if anyone jumps in here. It's tricky. It's tricky doing these live streams, trying to figure out what the best time is for people to jump on and to make sure everyone's stuff is going okay. But yeah, very, very, very interesting things. When you turn on the news and it's getting sickening, really, honestly, no pun intended. But it really is getting sickening. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I do know I need to get a haircut, and it sucks because right now the person that I go to is, not open right now. Ooh, we got Taylor Jones. What's going on, Taylor? I know Taylor. Taylor and I know each other in real life, so just started watching Tiger King on Netflix. I do not know what Tiger King is. What is Tiger King? Let me know in the chat room. Tiger King. What the heck is Tiger King? Let me know. I'm actually using, I think it's my niece's Netflix account currently. I was using it with a friend, but I think I think she might have signed me out because we had a sort of falling out. So I can't log in anymore. But that's okay. I mean, it's not like I was gonna message her and be like, "Hey, so I know we're not good, but can I have your Netflix?" um, but now I'm using like my nieces, so it's she so stupid. What's so stupid about it? Like, what is it about? Binge worthy though. What's like the like in one sentence? How would you describe the show? One sentence. That's all you get. One measly sentence. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff on Netflix. I mean, if anybody is benefiting from this COVID-19, it's the streaming services. The streaming services are probably laughing to the bank, and it's not even open, but they're laughing nonetheless. You got Disney Plus, CBS All Access, you got Netflix, you got Hulu, you got Amazon. It's crazy, but they're, like I said, they're probably benefiting. So Netflix, I watch Fuller House. I love Fuller House. And it's not even a guilty pleasure for me. I love Full House, so I love Fuller House. Um, what else have I watched on Netflix while I play with my eyes that I think have something in them, but they probably don't? What else have I watched? I know this is a lot of umming going on here. Oh, Jesus. What's that show that I watch? It's about the big cats, zoos, sanctuary in America, and the people running them. Okay, so it's sort of like a documentary type thing, like advocating not doing it, or yeah, that does kind of I don't know, that doesn't sound like something I'd watch. Um, I used to watch obviously Walking Dead, and I would rewatch episodes on there. My favorite episode being season 7, episode 1. Um, yeah, that's a great series. What else do you watch, Taylor, on Netflix besides this Tiger King show? Um, yeah, there's a lot. Yes, both. Okay. Um, what else do I watch on Netflix? There's a couple other shows on there that I remember watching and thinking were pretty decent. Oh, that Kevin Hart one. That Kevin Hart, Don't Fuck This Up or something like that. That's a pretty decent one. It's crazy weird people. Are you saying it's crazy weird, comma people, or it's crazy weird people? Either way, I kind of understand what you're saying there. Um, ooh, 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 and look, we got Patrick. We live on a planet. What's going on, Patrick? Good to see you in the chat room, brother. I was actually telling them, I don't know when you joined, but I was telling everybody that was watching that what happened with our recording. And I know you just got back to me uh, with what device you were using. So I'm in contact with Anchor, man. I'm in contact with Anchor, and I'm trying to figure out first time in a YouTube live. Ooh, cool. Very cool. The people are crazy weird. So let me just really quickly. Taylor, this is, we live on a planet. His name is Patrick. Patrick, this is Taylor. I know her in real life. So there you go. Everybody's introduced. Um, so yeah, Patrick, we are in contact. Anchor and I, we're trying to figure this out. So, and what's weird is I know like today they just released version 2.0 or something like that. So I'm curious to know. But I definitely got to get you back on the podcast, man, because that was such a fun time, and it really bugs me that I can't release that episode. Um, what I should have done and what I will do for the next live stream is I'll get it ready. I'll get like a piece of the audio ready and play it so that you can hear it, so everyone can hear it, so you'll know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's really awful. It's such a shame because we had some really good conversation on that episode. I mean, we can duplicate it, but it's just that can't capture it in in the same fashion. Just used it to record. Are you talking about the record with friends 2.0 or just Anchor itself? Because Anchor itself, yeah, has no issues. I don't use Anchor like specifically to record. I record with other things and then I just upload it to Anchor. But did you record with a guest? And if you did, let me know. What's interesting is I did it again with another person, and the same thing happened. And Anchor asked me what devices were the people using, and both you and my other guest were using Apple products, and I use an Android product. So I don't want to think that it's because of that. I don't want to think that it's because of the two different devices. That would really suck. Um, in 2020 that shouldn't be the case, but either way, um, yes, record with guest. Oh, nice. Okay. I think I know who you might have recorded with. I think I know who you might have recorded with. You like my De Niro? Um, I think I know who you recorded with. So let me know. Let me know when you go back into the audio after it's done processing if that happens, because I'm really curious to know if it was just me. So, anyways, I was saying that I need to, could be that though. I was just saying that I need to figure out another way to remote record with guests. And I'm going to do that because I need to get you back on. I need to get my other guest, Crystal, back on. And I got a few other guests coming up this week that I need to make sure there's going to be no problems with. So, trying to figure that out. But, oh, it wasn't Carpe. That's who I thought it was. I thought it was Carpe. Who else could it be? I mean, you obviously don't have to tell me, but I'm trying to figure out who else it could be. Good Robert De Niro. Thanks, man. Um, yeah, everybody, seriously, if you're watching this afterwards, like not live, but Taylor, if you're still watching, We Live on a Planet. That's a phenomenal podcast. Patrick has one of the best voices for a podcast. Seriously, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Go check it out. We Live on a Planet on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and his website, which is WLOAP.com. Right, Patrick? WLOAP.com. That's where you can go, and that's his website. Now, Patrick, I don't know when you joined, but I was showing this off at the beginning. I just got this in the mail, which kind of blows me away, but because I thought the mail might shut down. But I just got this, the Twilight Zone Companion. This book. Either one of you, We Live on a Planet, Patrick, or Taylor, if you love the Twilight Zone as much as I do, and you want to know all these fun facts about it, like, I mean, just look at this. It's a lot of text, but it's a lot of pictures as well, and it's such a fascinating history of arguably the greatest show of all time, my second favorite show of all time, right behind Full House. Don't shoot me. But yeah, it's a phenomenal book. I think you and Patrick, were talking about the Twilight Zone, right, during our initial recording, or at least we should have, because yeah. What? Okay, so here's a question: if Taylor and Patrick, I know Patrick's seen the Twilight Zone, but Taylor, I don't know if you have seen it. What's like one of your favorite episodes from the show? And yes, I hope I'm going to be able to. You go and interview his daughter. I hope seriously that I can get her on. I did reach out to her. She has a website because she wrote a book called As I Knew Him. And I reached out to her through the website. So fingers crossed. The only unfortunate thing is I have a feeling she might not get back in touch with me because recently her mom died. Carol Serling, Rod Serling's widow, she died at the beginning of the year. And I didn't even know that. I don't know if you knew that, Patrick. I don't know if you knew that, Taylor. But Rod Serling, the guy that created the Twilight Zone, his wife died at the beginning of the year. So I don't know if she's like really struggling with that, or if it was like, something that was expected and it was a little easier. I don't know. But I would love to get Anne Serling on. I would love to. No, I haven't. Only bits and pieces of a few here and there. Oh, trust me. And it's on Netflix. The Twilight Zone, the original, is on Netflix. You should watch. And what's great is you can pick and choose. I mean, it's not like a continuity thing. There's no continuity. It's an anthology, so you can just skip around. Let me see. One of my favorite episodes, if not my favorite episode, is called Nick of Time. What's weird about Netflix is I know that they have certain seasons of The Twilight Zone available and then certain seasons not available. at least the last time I checked. So go try and find the Twilight Zone, the episode titled Nick of Time. It has William Shatner in it. It's so good. It's so good. It sort of deals with fate and like, are you in control of your own fate and stuff. And I love that shit. Patrick says the one with Burgess Meredith. Oh yeah. Time Enough at Last. That's a great one. I was talking about that at the beginning about, how being quarantined and kind of self-isolated, I'm starting to understand what that character feels in that episode. Of course, that's the extreme version where everyone's literally gone. But yeah, that's a really good one. Okay, she'll add it to the list. Awesome. I love hearing that. Now, look, I mean, it depends, because if you're not into old television, if you're not into black and white, because it is shot in black and white, you might not dig it. She wrote, "Oh, I do love Star Trek." Okay, yeah, Star Trek, yeah. So William Shatner, I mean, he's in a few episodes of The Twilight Zone. And then we got Rock Music Forever 90. What's going on? The one with the grime line on the. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. The one with the gremlin on the plane. Yeah, Nightmare at 20,000 feet. That's so good. I actually right over there, right there. Do you want me to show you what's in that box? If someone writes yes, I will show you what is inside that box right there. But someone has to say yes, because it's pretty cool. So let me know. He wakes up in the world with no people. All he wants to do is read, and he breaks his glasses. Yeah, that's such a... I mean, it's a little far-fetched, because let's be real. I have to wear glasses, right? I wear glasses, like prescription glasses, because I'm kind of blind without them. But I can still read without my glasses. So I've never really understood that twist. That twist seemed a little weird to me. Like, can he still read? Is he that blind? Alrighty. All right. Rock Music Forever 90 says sure. So I'm going to show you what's in that box, because you said that you love the episode with the gremlin on the wing. This is a 12-inch collectible figure of the gremlin from Nightmare at 20,000 Feet. And what's really cool is, so you got the, you unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. And then on the back here, before I open it up, you got like a whole synopsis of everything. And then you open it up and try to get it in frame here. There you go. You got the gremlin right there. And it looks goofy because the gremlin looked goofy. I mean, the gremlin in the original episode looked like a man in a freaking bear suit. And that's what the freaking figure looks like. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Trying to get the glare out of the way. That thing is crazy. This thing is absolutely bonkers. But I love this thing. I love this thing so much. I actually also had, at one point, I had the doctor and the nurse from Eye of the Beholder, which is a great episode, like one of the classics. And I don't know what happened to those. I don't know what happened to them. It was like a 2-pack. Same packaging and everything, but a 2-pack. So I know your channel from Durant Cinema. Oh, rock on. Yes, rock on. Hey, we got Mouse Tracks in the building. Josh and Tiffany, are both of you watching, or is it just Josh? When did you get into the Twilight Zone? Is it new, or have you been interested? And Patrick says, awesome. So to answer your question, Mouse Tracks, Josh and Tiffany, or maybe just Tiffany, or maybe just Josh. When did I get in? Oh, I feel like I've always been into the Twilight Zone. My dad definitely is the person responsible for getting me into it. Being very little and watching it. And I think Nightmare at 20,000 Feet, this episode, this might have been my introduction. I think it might have been my introduction to the Twilight Zone. And I mean, what an introduction, right? That the episode is dated, but as a kid, it's so good, you know? Daisuke Beppu. Oh, Daisuke. Hello. I hope you're well, my friend. I am, man. I am. I hope you're doing well. Daisuke is from Tokyo, Japan, everybody. Tokyo freaking Japan. That's Daisuke Beppu. And he was the first person, he was the inaugural episode of the new podcast. So Eddie Green's 101, Daisuke Beppu is guest 001. So definitely, Daisuke, I need to get you back on here because when he came on, we talked about James Cameron films. Because I thought that's what I wanted to take the show into the, that particular direction. But I kind of got out of that, focusing solely on James Cameron. So that episode is a lot of James Cameron talk. So I got to get you back on and just talk about, everything, man. He's really into the Criterion Collection. You should definitely go check out Daisuke Beppu's channel. That's so cool. This is so cool. I'm so, seriously, thank you every single person tuning in. It's lonely when you're doing a live stream and no one's in the chat room and you're just talking to yourself. But now this is awesome. We have a little chat going here. Making sure I didn't miss anything. Rock Music Forever. Wait, was it a gremlin or just a monster? I know The Simpsons did a parody of that episode in Treehouse of Horror. It says gremlin here. It says gremlin. So, but what the hell is a gremlin? That's totally up to your imagination. In this case, they took a man and they put him in a freaking bear suit. And it's pretty dated, honestly. Now, the episode, Nightmare at 20,000 Feet, has been remade twice since. It was remade in the movie with John Lithgow, the guy that voices the villain in Shrek. What the heck's his name? That little short guy. He's the voice of that. He's in Harry and the Hendersons. John Lithgow, he's a pretty popular actor. But he's also in the first Rise of the Planet of the Apes, which is a really cool kind of tie-in because Rod Serling helped co-write the original Planet of the Apes. It's all cool stuff right there. But anyways, they remade it, and that one looks a little... it's not as cool looking, in my opinion. It looks a little better, but it almost looks like... I don't even know how you would describe it, like what it actually looks like. It looks like something from Men in Black, honestly. It looks more like an alien thing, very slimy, and it's weird. But that's a pretty good episode for that movie. And then in the most recent revival with Jordan Peele, they remade it and they called it Nightmare at 30,000 Feet. And that episode is so good because they get rid of the gremlin altogether. It still takes place on an airplane. It still takes, place with a character that is potentially losing his mind. But it is, instead of a gremlin, it's a sinister podcast. I know, it sounds kind of goofy, but you really have to watch the episode. It's episode 2 of season 1 of the new Twilight Zone that's come out. And he finds this MP3 player in front of him in like the little thing where you find magazines. He pulls it out, he puts it in, and it's basically... like a true life crime podcast style-esque, and the guy that's hosting it is describing the plane that he's on and how at like 11:30 p.m. it disappeared, and then he looks at his watch and it's like 10:45, and then I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. It's so good. You really need to watch it. Nightmare at 30,000 feet. So they added 10,000 feet to it. We live on a planet, an imaginary, mischievous sprite spirit regarded as responsible for an unexplained problem or fault, especially a mechanical or electronic one. A gremlin in my computer omitted all. Okay, all right, we'll go with that. I haven't heard that that particular definition of a gremlin. An imaginary, mischievous. You wrote sprite, but I think you mean spirit. It could be an imaginary, mischievous sprite. Sprite is very mischievous. I'm not a big Sprite fan, but I like, if I do have to have a soda, I try to stay away from soda, but if I have to have a soda, I love Mountain Dew, and particularly Baja Blast. Baja Blast is so good. So this is so cool. So it says we have 6 people watching. So I just want to make sure everybody that's watching, still watching and can hear me. So we have We Live on a Planet, we have Taylor, we have Daisuke, we have Mouse Tracks, and we have Rock Music Forever 90. everybody say you're still here. Like, just let me know. I obviously don't expect you guys to hang around too long. But as long as you guys keep talking in the chat room, I'll keep this going. So this is just so cool. I'm so happy you guys tuned in. It really makes my day, especially Daisuke, because I mean everybody I'm really happy is tuning in, but Daisuke is in Tokyo, Japan. Now I don't know exactly where Rock Music Forever 90 is from. You can let me know, but Daisuke is in Tokyo, Japan. Like, what time is it, Daisuke, where you are? That's crazy. It's 8:13 at night where I am. Taylor wrote here, Mouse Tracks, are you watching Twilight Zone in chronological order? You will love Little Girl Lost, like we talked about on Insta. Oh, okay, nice. I have a feeling this is Josh watching, not Tiffany. Yeah, dude, I actually am watching it in order because I on my Instagram I'm doing sort of little kind of quick summation posts, so I'm going in order. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that one because I did not know that the Tower of Terror was inspired by that. I didn't know. So that's really cool. Patrick wrote, I Googled it. Yeah, good old trusty Google. So yeah, let me know. Where is everybody right now in the world that's watching this? Where is everybody watching this in the world? Right where you, like type where you are right now. You can do a country, you can do a city, a state, whatever you want to say. You don't have to give me your address. Although I do know where Mouse Tracks lives. And I'm not telling you guys. I'm not telling you. That's confidential information. Oh, man. This is so cool. Seriously. I'm just going to keep saying it. I'm so happy you guys are tuning in. Taylor, okay, you're in Jacksonville, right up the road from where I am. Jacksonville, Florida, Daytona. Awesome. Oh, cool, dude. So you didn't have to. Did you have to work today? Let me know if you had to work today. You might have had the day off. Sucks we couldn't have hung out, man. Damn it. Once this is all over, dude, we're chilling. I'm just waiting to see get more comments going here. But yeah, guys, seriously, I mean, Taylor, I don't think you have anything like a channel or anything. I mean, you have a channel, but I don't know if you post anything. But I do know Mouse Tracks post stuff. I do know Daisuke post stuff. We Live on a Planet. Rock Music Forever 90, if you post stuff. Los Angeles. So that means you are 5:15 right now. 5:15. Nah, off. Be back in your hood soon. I love the way you talk, dude. I love the way you talk. You got such a slick lingo. Be back in your hood soon. Patrick, I'm really sorry. Oswego? Oswego? New York. We'll say New York. But that's so cool. Like, look, we got Los Angeles, we got Daytona, we got freaking Tokyo, Japan, if Daisuke is still watching. So cool. So everybody, this is everybody right here. This is everybody. Everybody meet everybody. Mouse Tracks, meet Taylor. Meet We Live on a Planet. Meet Rock Music Forever 90. Rock Music Forever 90. Meet We Live on a Planet. Mouse Tracks, Taylor. It's so cool, man. It's so cool. It just blows me away. Seriously. It really does blow me away. So yeah, guys, that's if there's anybody, because I just saw it went up to 6 people watching. Whoa, calm down. 6 people. 6 freaking people. And I had a feeling. I didn't want to jinx it, but I had a feeling my man, Dave Areno, was in the chat room. Dave, look, I mean, obviously you have like 12,000 subscribers. So last night when he went live, he had like 60, 70 people watching. I got 6. Okay. All right. I got 6. Nah. It's all fun. It's all fun. Everyone, make sure you're listening to this man's podcast. It's going to blow up soon. I hope it blows up in the way that you're, probably talking about, of like it be like popular. Like, I hope my equipment doesn't blow up because that would fucking suck. That would just be my luck. Yeah, but yeah, no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Oh, and look at that. So yeah, Durant Cinema, Dave, Rock Music Forever, who is saying hello to you in the chat room right there, apparently found me because of you. So that's awesome, man. I really, really do appreciate it. That's all you need, buddy. Yeah, dude. I mean, look, I've been saying it this whole stream. It's awesome that anybody's watching me right now. Taylor wrote, I'm almost done with the 3-hour podcast. Oh my gosh, Taylor. I mean, I feel like I should pay you for doing that. Durant Cinema, what's up? Rock Music, glad to see you here. Yeah, and we got Oliver Mercer. Oliver Mercer from the UK, from the freaking UK. Hey Eddie, how's it going, dude? Just chilling, man. Just chilling. We got a nice little chat room going on here, and just doing the self quarantining thing. How is everybody doing? I know Dave didn't really want to talk about it in his stream last night, and totally understandable. But how's everybody handling the COVID-19 situation? Like, what's it look like in your area now that we got people from all around the world? What's it look like? It's crazy, crazy. Ed, what's worse, this virus or Terminator Genesis? That is so weird you asked me that, because my buddy Jason Latona, who's been on the podcast, him and I did we actually did a Terminator Genesis commentary that's on the podcast. And last night I messaged him because I still need to record my commentary for Dark Fate. So, but I messaged him because I was like, "Do you want to do it?" Like I don't know. Like, I'm like, "Are you busy?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'll definitely do it." And then he literally asked me that same question, Dave. He was like, "What's worse, this virus or Terminator Genesis?" So that's really weird. To answer that question, I would say Terminator Genesis is slightly better. This virus is definitely some shit, but I mean Terminator Genesis, that's some real shit. And this movie is some shit too. If anybody's seen this movie, I know Dave has. This movie's kind of shit. It's a step up from Genesis, but not a whole lot. Rock Music Forever, Durant Cinema, nothing much, talking to him. Mousetracks, no COVID-19, no money restraints, where would you travel to? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So no COVID-19, no money restraints, where would I travel to? Where would I go? I feel like I would go to, well, I mean, it's a cliche, but I really need to make it to Hawaii. I've watched too many Adam Sandler movies where he goes to Hawaii, and it just looks like the time of anybody's life. And I have a friend in real life who kind of goes back and forth to Hawaii, and it just looks like he has the time of his life as well. So yeah, I think I would go to like Hawaii first, and then Disney World with us. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, look, I didn't want to say that because I thought that was your thing. But if you guys ever invite me and I can make it happen, I'm down. I'm down, brother. Definitely down to go to Disney World, because those guys right there, Mousetracks, those are the go-to Disney people. They were just on. They're the most recent podcast episode. I legit hooked up my Xbox Kinect fitness game because I'm becoming a fat ass. Yeah. Oh man. Or a Wii. Anybody have Wii? Do some Wiiing, do some tennis. Saw Broken Lizard Club Dread with the guys from Super Troopers and Bill Paxton. Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's a movie I haven't seen in a really, really, really long time. Oliver wrote, "It's been a bit scary because I had to walk to work. Whoa. But now it's all locked down here in the UK. I've created a lot of artwork around my Terminator Future survival script I'm writing." That's right. Yes, yes. Because when I tune into Dave McRae's live streams, Oliver is usually in the chat room as well, and he's always asking questions because, I know me and Oliver, we love Dave McRae, and Dave McRae, he's been on the podcast, which is crazy. I mean, it's crazy who I've had on the podcast, really, when I think about it. That's it. You said it. We going. Right there, man. Pound it. Like we can do this through the camera. Okay, so we're gonna fist bump here. All right, in like 5 seconds. I know there's a delay anyway, so here we go. 5. And anybody else that wants to fist bump me, you can fist bump me through the phone. So it's like that, "Kiss Me Through the Phone" song. Kiss me through the phone. You can fist bump me through the camera. All right, so here we go. Right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right there. We just fist bumped virtually. First time that's ever happened. I should have filmed it. Damn it. There we go. Yes. Seriously, let's start the fist bump. Like that's the thing here. The fist bump is the thing that I mean, I've always done the fist bump, but got a fist bump. I think handshakes after this COVID-19, they're going to be a thing of the past. No one's going to ever shake hands. And that's good. We really shouldn't be. Here we go. Let's see here. Durant Cinema, favorite episode of Full House, Ed. Whew. Damn you, Dave. Damn you for asking me this really hard question. Because I love Full House. I love Full House. Dude, honestly, I love the episodes because, you know, Full House is a cheesy show. Let's be real. It's very cheesy. So I love it when any of the episodes can really get to me and make me, you know, sort of emotional. So there's an episode where there's the episode where the grandfather dies, right? That's really, really sad. And it's I think it's that episode. I think it's that episode where Michelle goes outside and she's like trying to, you know, stay away from everybody. And Uncle Jesse, John Stamos, comes out and, you know, kind of goes up to her and whatnot. And they like sit in the back of this boat where, you know, like it's weird. Like it's like a boat that's on like a ramp that they're pulling with a truck. So they're sitting in the back of this boat and they're, you know, just talking to each other. And Michelle looks at John Stamos, Uncle Jesse, and she goes something along the lines of, "Is it okay to cry?" or something like that. Man, just thinking about it, it's sort of giving me chills. And then, of course, John Stamos goes, you know, yes, yeah, you know, it's okay to cry. And they both cry together. And it's, it just hits me right here every single freaking time. That episode, there's an early episode in like season 3 or 2, I forget which season, where John Stamos, Uncle Jesse, John Stamos really was like the heart of that show, if we're being completely real. He leaves, right? And he's leaving. And the relationship between Uncle Jesse and Michelle was the bread and butter of that show. He leaves her, and she's like 3 or something, so she's real little. But she goes, you know, "Uncle Jesse, I'm going to miss you." Oh, God damn it. And then, of course, they, you know, start playing the violin music. And, oh, man, it just kills me. It just kills me. Rock Music Forever, I love that movie. I think you're talking about the Super Troopers. And then look at all these fist bumps we got going on. Mousetracks, Oliver, Duran. It looks like you're all punching me. But I know we're all fist bumping. Durant, now you're an eggplant. We live on a planet, bam. Papali, yes. I think that's how you write it. Virginia's back. Everybody, this is Virginia. I don't know how to say your last name, Virginia, but her name's Virginia. Awesome person. Dude, I teared up at Fresh Prince when Will Smith, sorry, I burped there. When Will Smith asks why he don't want me when his father leaves. Ooh, yeah. The Fresh Prince, though, I never really got into the Fresh Prince. I mean, I like the Fresh Prince. I can watch it. It's just something about it. I don't know. To me, it hasn't aged as well as other, you know, 90s shows. My friend, don't forget to tell everybody you're fabulous. According to Virginia, I'm fabulous, but I think you're even more fabulous. Mousetracks, Disney episodes. Yeah, well, of course, right? When they go to Disney, when Full House filmed at Disney, and they did a 2-parter, right? That was really cool because, I think that was right around the time that Aladdin came out, because the guy that plays Steve in Full House, in case anybody didn't know this, Steve, DJ's boyfriend, he's the voice of Aladdin in the Disney movie. So when they go to Disney, you know, of course, DJ starts thinking she sees Steve as Aladdin. So that's like a really cool little thing. But yeah, those episodes are really cool. Isn't that where Jesse and Rebecca get married, or don't like they propose? Like he proposes to her, or something. Something happens there. I haven't watched those particular episodes in a while. I love the Disney episodes too. Yeah, the Disney episodes are great. I think that's something that a lot of people hold on to about Full House. Virginia, well, I mean, we're talking about whatever you guys in the chat room want to type in and ask. Um, we were fist bumping. So this is something that I'm starting officially on this stream, the virtual fist bump. So you can send me see how like if you scroll back up, like everyone's fist bumping, you could fist bump me through the camera. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Right there. We just fist bumped again. Durant, have you seen the Terminator 1 Arnold? Dude, that's so weird. I was asking you that last night in your live stream, but of course your live stream chat was going up at like 20,000 miles a minute. Mine is like the freaking it's like a turtle, which is, I'm not complaining. I love having every single one of you guys in here. And it's actually really good. I can read. I feel bad for you, Dave, because your chat is like going all the way up and it's like, I don't know how you read. But yes, dude, I was asking you if you've seen it. I saw it. It's such a good, honestly, it's better than this. It's better than this. That's all I'm going to say. Go check that out if you guys want to. It's just type in what Dave typed in there. It's sort of like Terminator 1 and Terminator 2 fight each other, but it's like Grand Theft Auto style. It's actually a really good thing. It's like it's not 50 minutes. It's like 30 minutes long or something. Not bad. The Proposal. Yep. Okay, good. John sings A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes. That's right. John Stamos. Whew. John Stamos. Oh, that guy. Look, I'm not afraid to say John Stamos is a good looking man. And there we go. Oliver Mercer, did you have the old 90s series? Are You Afraid of the Dark over in the US, Eddie? Because it was a creepy, cool series. I think we did. Anybody in the chat room want to add in on this? I think we did. I never watched it. Are You Afraid of the Dark? I never watched it once, but it definitely rings a bell. Virginia, popped it right there. Hell yeah. Durant Cinema, dude, so good. Yes. Oh, it really was good. Oh my God, Cyborgana. Everybody, Cyborgana, she's a legend. She is a legend. Her and I go way back to the Terminator 101 days, and she was on a couple live streams when I was doing the No Fate But What We Stream. I've missed you, Cyborgana. I'm so happy you're here. I send you, this is for everybody, but just know, and I don't think I can do like an actual emoji unless it creates one. But I mean, this heart that I'm about to send, this is for everybody, but it's really thanks to Cyborgana. Oh, there we go, perfect. That's for all of you guys, seriously, because you're all freaking awesome, and we're all fist bumping each other. Cyborgana, we're doing virtual fist bumps, so if you want to fist bump me in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, there we go. No COVID-19 going on here. Let's see here. John Stamos is a good-looking man. Even till this day, I'd go out with him. Yeah, man, I would too. Of course. He looks so freaking good, and it's crazy because when you watch Fuller House, I mean that's recent shit, right? The guy is aging like a fine wine. He really is. We got Durant and Virginia battling over for me because he wrote. Or no, not for me. Oh, Jesus. I thought you guys were battling over for me, and I was about to be like, whoa, guys, calm down. They're battling over John Stamos, and that makes a whole lot more sense. He's mine. Cybergana, sorry I missed the first two. Been crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Everybody that's joining, if you're new to the stream here and you haven't seen what we've been talking about, just checking in on everybody. Is everybody okay? Is everybody COVID-19 free as far as we know? Because we all know that you don't show symptoms for like a week or something like that. Let me know, everybody in the chat room, that you're all good, because that's what the whole point of this stream is we're hanging out, right? We're all self-quarantined. Everything is shut down. I'm surprised the internet's still going. I'm surprised that the connection is strong. So yeah, we're all hanging out here. This is our, what's today? This is our Tuesday night hangout, depending where you are. It could be morning. Durant, Ed's mine too. My man. I love, dude, you got to come back to Florida, man. Or I got to go to Massachusetts. Let's be real. You've been to Florida twice, and we've hung out every time you've come. But I need to go to Massachusetts, and we need to go to Wahlburgers. I need to have some Wahlburgers in my life. Cybergana finally got one right there. Hell yes. How was your day, Ed? Durant, Dave Areno, as I call you. I hear Duncan is still open. Don't take my word for it. Mouse tracks. How was my day? Well, do you want me to be honest or do you want me to not be honest? Let me know in the chat. Do you want me to be honest or do you want me to not be honest how my day was? Let me know. Cybergana, symptomatic a week ago, getting better. Ooh, that's good. Ooh, was it like? Did you get tested? Was it COVID-19 or was it just like a standard kind of thing? Oh man. Oh, dude, crazy, crazy. Oliver, yeah, the 101 was the best. Eddie, with all of your guests you have on, who have you stayed in touch with? Um, well, if we're talking about Terminator 101, I stay in touch with Jason Latona, who was John Connor at T2 3D Battle Across Time at Universal Studios. Him and I have formed a really good friendship. I actually do stay in touch, like because I'm friends with him on Facebook, and William Wisher, the guy that co-wrote Terminator 2. I'm in touch with William Wisher, which is crazy to think. Anybody else from Terminator 101? Not really. I mean, I had them on, and it was good to have them on. But after that, I just kind of, they do their thing. I'm doing my thing. So Jason Latona is probably the number one person. Now, if we're going to Eddie Green's 101, there's a lot of people I stay in touch with because a lot of those people are friends of mine in real life. So there's too many to name, but Oliver, Tony Michael is a perfect example. I'm in touch, like I stay in touch with Tony Michael because him and I have collaborated on. I was Michael Myers in one of his photo shoots. So we're planning on doing another one, but with COVID-19 and everything, it's interrupting. So that's who I've stayed in touch with, Oliver. Really, really, really appreciate that question. Virginia, doing well, thank you. Awesome, good to hear. Durant, Kim Kardashian is going to break the internet. I'll walk myself out the door. Kim Kardashian. I'm not a fan of Kim Kardashian. I don't understand what people see in her. I honestly don't think she's that good looking. She's too fake, like I all I get is fake vibes from her. So that's that. Cybergana, honest only. Okay, so here we go. To answer my question of how my day was, it was good. Did I do a whole lot? No, I did not do a whole lot. When did I wake up? When did you wake up, Eddie? Dude, I woke up at noon. Okay, that's weird to me because I don't like doing that. But that is just sort of the groove that I've gotten into because of this whole self-quarantine thing. Like everything is off. Got in my car. I did leave the house because look, you have to kind of leave unless you just literally want to go crazy and start punching holes in walls. So I did leave. I tried to go to this place called Waterfront Park. That's like a trail, and I figured there wouldn't be a lot of, people there. They closed it off. And I'm like, are you kidding me? A freaking public park? It's not so public anymore. I know why they closed it off, and I get it, but it's just like, like that's where I was gonna go. I might not have even gotten out of my car. I might have just sat in the car under a tree and had the windows down and chilled, So I did that. I came home. I filmed my Blu-ray collection video, which is coming soon. It's not a big collection, but it gave me something to do and gives hopefully somebody something to watch. So I go through my entire collection. I read a little bit of my Twilight Zone companion, and that's pretty much it. Had some dinner and jumped on here to do a live stream with all you guys because this is the best part of my day right here, doing this live stream with you guys. Mousetracks, there's a Wahlburgers in Orlando, just saying. Yeah, I do know that, but I mean, you can't beat Massachusetts, right? Because that's where they're all from. So I've never had Wahlburgers, so if I'm gonna have Wahlburgers for the first time, I want it to be in Massachusetts. So I'm gonna wait. Cybergana, tight chest, dry cough, no tests in my district at the moment. Okay, well look, Cybergana, I'm sending you nothing but that. I'm sending you nothing but that in the chat. and everybody as well. I'm sending you all that because we all need that right now. So, Virginia, you rock, Eddie. Thank you, Virginia. You rock as well. Got to go make tacos, brother. Love you, dude. Mouse Tracks, Josh. Love you, man. Tiffany. I hope you don't mind me saying this because I mean, obviously, I know some people might be sensitive to this shit, but you guys know where I'm coming from with this. Josh and Tiffany, that I respect. Like Tiffany, love you. Seriously, really do. I love both of you guys. You guys are awesome, and I'm so happy that we did the podcast. And it's all because of a podcast that everything else that's happened has happened. So I'm so happy, man. Enjoy those tacos. I wish I could have some. I totally wish I could have some of those tacos. Durant, what's your go-to coffee? Oh, dude, Dunkin', 100%, man, Dunkin'. I love Dunkin' Donuts. Starbucks is good if I'm in a pinch, but if you present me Starbucks and Dunkin', I'm taking Dunkin' any day of the week. Right now, the Dunkin' in my town still has the red velvet swirl, which was like the Valentine's Day flavor, and that's really good. That's really good. So I'm gonna Durant, thank you. I'm gonna flip that question to everybody. If you drink coffee, Dave, I don't think you drink coffee, but if you do drink coffee in the chat room, what's your go-to coffee? Let me know. There's also a really good, I had them on the podcast, Mike and Rachel from a local place called Yes Coffee Company. Oh, they make such good coffee, and it's local, so you're supporting a local business, and so that coffee as well is really good. But of course, you guys can't have that because you don't live where I live. Maybe Taylor, maybe Mouse Tracks could have it. That's about it. And Virginia. Taylor, I love Waterfront Park, but all city parks are closed. Yeah. That killed me when I found that out because I drove over there and I was so excited, and nope, it's closed. Virginia, she always asks me this, and I know it's a sincere question, but it's sort of like an inside joke now. Eddie, how's your mom and dad doing? Like in general, they're doing good. I don't know how they're doing right now, but in general, they're doing good. And that's always my response. In general, they're doing good right now because I can't see them. I don't know how they're doing. Cybergana, totally over the worst. Oh, that's so good to hear. Seriously, that really is good to hear. Dave writes, the weird thing, Ed, there was talks about going back to Florida this year, but who knows now? Dude. Oh, man, I hope you make it down here, man. I really hope you make it down here. Because, I just hope you do because we got, like, if you do, we're hanging out. If you do, we're hanging out. Because, look, let's be real. The COVID-19 thing, we don't know how long it's going to be around, but I don't think it's going to be around that long. I think the human race is sort of kind of coming together, which is a good thing. And we're figuring out how this all works and we're figuring out, solutions for this. So I think we're going to be able to beat this. It's going to be a few months. I just really hope because in August, I'm going to see Joe Rogan live. He's coming to Orlando and I love Joe Rogan. You guys know that if you know me, I love Joe Rogan. So I hope he doesn't cancel. I hope he doesn't cancel his tour. Because I bought tickets to that. Oliver, so when will Dark Fate live be? Oh, okay, regarding your shop. Okay, so when will Dark Fate live be? So you're asking about the audio commentary. I don't know. I haven't recorded it yet. So whenever I record it, I'll obviously post about it and let you guys know. But Oliver, I don't know if you checked it out. I think you might have. I think you might have been in the live stream. A few months ago, I had my buddy Jared on. And we did a live discussion after seeing the film. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. It's on the channel. You can watch it. So we did that live stream, but I do want to do a live, or not a live. It's going to be a pre-recorded, but it's going to be an audio commentary where you can watch Terminator: Dark Fate with me and Jason, and get some audio commentary. Really, the reason I had Jason, like I reached out to Jason first, because he played John Connor at T2 3D Battle Across Time. If you've seen Dark Fate, I want to get his thoughts on the opening of the film. He played John Connor, right? So he feels like he's, he even says it himself. He didn't play John Connor John Connor played him. Yeah, so that's the reason I reached out to him. I really want to get his opinion on the opening of Dark Fate. And then Oliver wrote, regarding your shopping, how's that been for you, dude? Because it's risky, man. Yeah, I really haven't gone shopping a whole lot. I really haven't. I've stayed out of my local Target. I've stayed out of my local Walmart. Anybody that knows why I'm laughing knows why I'm laughing. So yeah, but I've really avoided any kind of shopping that I have to do, because it is crazy. It's super crazy out there. It's crazy. Let's see here. Durant, dude, I love watching the Joker even more now. It brings back those Florida times, man. Yeah, so everybody watching, the first time I ever saw Joker, I saw it twice in theaters. The first time was when Durant Cinema came down to Florida. Who was messaging me? Cyborgana, you're messaging me. Hold on. You're messaging me. Ooh, now who's that? I don't know who that is. You're messaging me on my phone, and you're in the chat room. That's awesome. What was I saying? Oh shit, I don't know what I was saying. Oh yeah, because Dave watched Joker with me for the first time. We went to FYE, did some Blu-ray hunting. It's all in the video on my channel here, and then and on his channel, and then we saw Joker afterwards, and that was so cool. It was, I mean, it just added to it, right? Because I mean, I love the film. It's my favorite film of last year, and I saw it with my brother from another mother, Dave Durant Cinema. So that was an awesome time. And I said it to you, man, but dude, that mall, the Altamont Mall, when I went there like a few days ago, was dead. It was so eerily dead. It was open, but it was dead. It was like Dawn of the Dead, literally. Like that mall, just take out the zombies. No one was in there. So scary. So scary. Cybergana, David Lynch coffee is pretty tasty. David Lynch? Are you talking about the director David Lynch? I didn't know he has his own coffee. That's crazy. We need to watch Dark Fate. I haven't watched it because of your review, Masters. Yeah, dude, it's really not good. I mean, compared to like Genesis, it's decent, but I mean, the only real Terminator movies are 1 and 2. Here, I'm going to show you guys. This is my Terminator collection right over here. There we go. Right back there. That's my James Cameron collection, but right up here, this is the limited edition 4K release with the Endo arm right there. So it's a full-size, life-size Endo arm, which is really cool. I got some NECA figures right there. Right there is my Jack and Rose Pops. And then these are all my, damn, this is really hard. These are all my James Cameron titles. I have multiple titles and whatnot. Yeah, that's that. And then I'm going to do this, swing this around. Right there is my life-size Endo bust. So, I mean, I love me some Terminator. I love me some Terminator. Hopefully it's not getting glitchy when I'm moving this around. But yeah, so yeah, dude, I'm down. I'm down to watch some movies with you, brother. Let's see here. Eddie, my birthday is April 21st. Alrighty. I am going to put that in my phone. I'm going to put that in my phone right now because I don't want to forget. Although Facebook will let me know. I don't want to forget that. So, what is it? April 21st? April 21st. Virginia's birthday. Cool. There it is right there. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that? Hold on. There we go. It's in my phone. I won't forget. Now, I don't know if I'll get you a birthday gift. I'm like, is that why you're is that why you're sending me that? You want a birthday gift that bad? All right, Virginia. All right. I know you love pets, so I might get you like a PetSmart gift card or something. By the way, Taco's cooking now. Oh, dude. Oh, I'm so jealous, man. I had like a BLT for dinner, so nothing crazy, but I would prefer your tacos. Oops, Cyberganic. Yeah, you're like messaging me. It's cool. It's cool. Yep, damn fine coffee. I did not know David Lynch makes coffee. That guy is super talented. Super strange. Super talented. I think because I had very, very low expectations for Dark Fate, I didn't mind it as much. It felt weird, but definitely a movie we didn't need at all. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I had really high expectations as opposed to you, Dave, because I mean, that's really what the Terminator 101, the podcast, when I was doing Terminator 101, that's what it was all building towards, really. I mean, uh, yeah, like the last episode of Terminator 101 is my one-on-one with Michael Bean, Kyle Reese, but it was building towards Dark Fate 100%. So it just sucks that I don't know. It just sucks that, and look, it's so not true. The Terminator movie we've been waiting for, says Scott Menzel. Dude, no, it's not. This is not the Terminator movie we've been waiting for. I know Cyborg can back me up on this. This is not the movie we've been waiting for. A relentless ass kicking thrill ride. Okay. What should be in there is a relentless ass kicking CGI thrill ride. And you guys know that's one of my big issues with the film. That's one of my big issues, an overabundance of CGI. When the first two movies were not an overabundance of CGI, especially the first one. But I fucking hated the New Future and the New Future Leader segment for non-spoilers. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. It's just weird. It's so weird when you think about it, because it's essentially what Dark Fate is saying is, even if something happens to a character we love, it doesn't matter. Like you might be able to stop it, but something else is going to come along and just do it. Something else will replace Skynet. What? No, I don't know. To me, it doesn't hold stakes. It doesn't hold stakes. Only sent one message. Sorry for the multiple dings. Virginia, just an announcement. All right. Everybody, though, that's her birthday. So if you ever want to, if you want to send her something, Virginia, if you want to write your what the hell's that called? The PO box. If you have a PO box, let people know. People will send stuff to you. When's your birthday, Eddie? I don't want to tell you. No, I'm just kidding. November 2nd. November 2nd, 1992. Which means, if you're good at math, I am 19 years old. Let's see here. Cyborgana, nope. Told you, right there. The Terminator movie we've been waiting for. I needed a good laugh. Dave, I wish you lived in Florida, brother. I seriously wish you lived in Florida. We would be collaborating every freaking other day. But it sucks you don't. You live in freaking Massachusetts, man. What's wrong with you, Dave? Why do you want to live in Massachusetts? What is there for you in Massachusetts? It's not like Tom Brady's there for you anymore. Guess where Tom Brady is? He's in Florida. Hopefully that doesn't hit too close to home. Anybody, I know Dave is. Anybody else a Patriots fan and sort of upset about that whole Tom Brady thing? I'm really not. My family's a big Patriots fan, so I sort of have to be by default. But yeah, I'm really not. Better than anything after the 3D ride, but still not a great Terminator film. Yeah. Better than anything after the 3D ride, yes, but still not a great Terminator film. Yeah, for sure. Ed, the heat though, I'm out. I knew it would cut a little deep there for you, man. Good point. I'm moving to Florida. Yes, that's all it took. Holy fuck. I love latte coffee. Ooh, yes, Oliver. Lattes are good. I'm not big into espresso, but every once in a while, I'm good for a good latte. Always iced, though. Always iced. It can be negative 50 degrees, and I will have an iced beverage light years before I have like a hot beverage. So that's just me. He also writes, with my script, I'll be focusing on John Connor's struggle against Skynet. That'll lead into the Legion conflict. John won't be dying. I'm expanding on his intended legacy. All right. So you're including Legion into this. So your script is essentially a sequel to Dark Fate. Interesting. Very interesting. Cool, dude. Look, I hope you get it written, and I'm not someone to come to for advice because I don't write anything. But yeah, I hope you do it, man. I really hope you do it. I know you love asking Dave McRae for advice. And Dave is a really good guy. He's I can say that honestly, having talked to him personally a bunch of times and whatnot. He's great. So I hope you make that happen, man. Virginia, Tom Brady is too cute. I don't know. He's not a man crush for me. My man crushes. Who are my man crushes? You ask. No one's asking. Dave, he's mine as well. Sorry, I'm trying to pop my leg there. I'm sitting like a pretzel right now, so my legs are kind of cramping up. My man crush, well, my number one man crush, we've been talking about him, John Stamos. Hands down, John Stamos is my man crush. I would go gay for him. Yes, you heard that right here. If you want to splice this live stream and just take this little clip here and use it as blackmail against me, go ahead. John Stamos, I would go gay for. I really hope like 50 years from now, this doesn't come back to haunt me. But whatever. Yeah, so John Stamos is a man crush. Arnold is a man crush, but Arnold in his prime. So Arnold in like T2 era, when he looked really good in Terminator 2. I think that's the best he like physically has looked, not muscularly, because you knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. The sun, the farmer tan pose right there. Oh, look at that, wearing a pink shirt. Can't beat that. Look at that. But yeah, so him during Terminator 2 is, I think, my man crush, Arnold. Nowadays, he's, no offense, Dave, he's kind of gone off the deep end a little bit, I think, with this whole feeding his donkeys and shit, and it's funny. But yeah, so I would definitely say Arnold in Terminator 2 days. Who's another man crush? I'm looking over at my movies. Tommy Wiseau. No, I'm just kidding. Man crush. Oh, Ryan Gosling. Ryan fucking Gosling is a man crush for me. So, here we go now. I'm throwing it right back at you guys. Who's your man crush? Even if you're a guy, who's your man crush? Let me know. Cybergana, The Weeknd's new video, In Your Eyes, references the Terminator, and I'm living for it. Yeah, I saw you post about that in Tech Noir. I saw you post about that. That's really cool. I don't love The Weeknd. I like The Weeknd. So there's this funny joke. I was watching Jimmy Fallon, and this is like an old video, but they were talking about, they were doing like, the economy is so bad, and one of the jokes was, the economy is so bad, The Weeknd had to change his name to The Work Week. It was funny. I don't know. It was funny. Durant, favorite male and female, and animal crushes. Whoa. And Cybergana goes, animal? Dude. So my male, I already listed. Female? Oh, dude, there's so many females, man. Emma Stone, Scarlett Johansson, Kate Winslet, like I told you, Dave, last night. Linda Hamilton in Terminator 2 days. Candace Cameron from Full House, not Fuller House. I think nowadays Candace Cameron looks a little like she's had some work done, but like back in the Full House days when she was like around, the 18, 19, 20 year range, hot. Who else? I got a lot of woman crushes. As for my animal crushes, animals. I really do like foxes. I think foxes are pretty cool. Now we're clearly not talking about having sex with, right? That, like, we're just establishing that because I ain't about that life. Dave, if you are, I don't judge you, man. I don't judge you. Foxes are pretty cool. Cheetahs are pretty cool. Monkeys are pretty cool. I actually want to own a monkey, like a chimp. I want to own a chimp. And I want to like take it to a store and have it walk around with me, holding my, like having its little paw hold my finger. And then it's just like walking around with me up and down the aisles. Like I'm looking at cereal and I have my little monkey friend next to me and people are looking at it thinking, oh, it's so cute. And it's just going, ooh, 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 ooh. Come on, that's so cute, right? Like, why can't I have a monkey? God damn it. Durant Cinema, there it is. I'm joking. Dude, I'd still tap Arnold even today. I don't know. I'm sorry, man. You're alone in that one. And it's not even that he's like ugly looking. He's just like kind of mentally gone. like, uh, so sad. So hold on. It's so sad where is it? Oh, pardon my leg there if you saw it. Where is it? It's somewhere here. What the hell? Where is it? I can't. Oh, here it is. Uh, Pulling it off the shelf, guys. 1 second. All right. Yes, this is my bedroom. I'm literally on my bed. It's so sad Arnold doesn't look like that anymore. Look at that. Look at that. Look at me. Just look at that. God. So sad. So sad. Oh, Dave, I'll sell this to you for $60. I'll sell this to you for $60. It has a slip too. Hopefully you get that. So yeah, I don't know. Virginia's laughing. Cybergana. Arnold is just being adorable and trying to lift spirits. Yeah, I get it. He's just work week. Yeah, the weekend had to change his name to the work week. Jeff Timmons from '98. I have no idea who you're talking about, Virginia. Sorry. Does anybody know who Jeff Timmons is? I don't know. Cheers, dude. I'm fully committed in doing it. I've been lucky enough to have Robert Patrick and Natalia, my favorite actress. I've been lucky enough to have Robert Patrick and Natalia, my favorite actress, for me. What do you mean, Oliver? What do you mean you've had them? Cybergana, please no animal stuff hides. Bill Murray is my lasting man crush. Bill Murray. Yeah, Bill Murray. My favorite Bill Murray performance has to be in Kingpin. Anybody ever seen that movie? The hell's his name? I wanted to say Shooter McGavin, but that's from Happy Gilmore. What's his name in Kingpin? Can someone let me know? Someone let me know the character's name in Kingpin that Bill Murray plays. Durant, Predator. Yeah, Predator is Durant's favorite movie, everybody. Seriously, he's just being cute to cheer people up. He's not mentally gone. I know he's like not, actually mentally gone. He just is coming across as mentally gone because, I mean, you compare that to like when he was even running for governor. Like he would never have, I don't know. To me, it just looks like he just repeats stuff so much. He's like, you got to stay home. Okay, we're not going out. Okay, I'm gonna feed my donkeys, and like the fact that he's letting his like animals eat right next to, like, to me that's mentally gone. I would never do that, but to some people that's not mentally gone. Seriously, he's just. Oh, I read that. Laughing my ass off. $60. Yeah, remember that dude? Fye. Fye is selling. Anybody wants this? You can get your own Predator copy at Fye for $60, and you can get it without a slip. Yes, it's still in packaging. I haven't opened it yet. I've seen Predator so many times. But yeah. That's always been his humor, I guess. Hey, look, I was gonna say Virginia. Cybergana, to each their own. Virginia's LOLing. Durant's favorite food. Ooh, brother. I love steak. I love a good, well-done steak. I don't want to see any pink. So I guess steak and potatoes. I'm very plain, but I could eat that every day. Tacos, like my brother Mousetrax is cooking right now. Probably eating at this point without me. Yeah, those are really good. Yeah, I just love food. No seafood though. I don't do seafood. Ernie McCracken. That's right. Thank you. I want to keep saying Virginia. Cyborgana, Virginia. Sorry, Cyborgana. Yes, thank you. I really do appreciate that. Google 98% boy band. Google 98% boy band. I'll do that on my phone because I don't want to mess around with my Mac. It's acting up. So let's see here. Let's see who she's talking about. Google 98% boy band. Alrighty. Let's see. This is Virginia's man crush boy band. Oh, you mean 98 Degrees, Euro percent, 98 Degrees. Okay, I know about 98 Degrees. So who's the main guy? Let's see here. Oh, okay. Jeff Timmons. Let's see. I'll show you guys as well in case you're not Googling this. Let's see here. This is Jeff Timmons for everybody. There you go, Virginia. Sorry if that's like making you whatever. Yeah. Huh. Okay. No, not my type. Yeah, Durant, 98 Degrees? Yes. Virginia meant 98 Degrees. Oliver, sorry, dude, I've had Robert Patrick interested in my overall ideas. Oh, nice, dude. Because I didn't think I'd get a repost. Nice, man. I did not know that. Congrats, dude. Can you imagine getting the support of Robert Patrick? Like, he helps you. Like, he's like, hey, send it to me. I'll help you write it. That'd be crazy. I met Robert Patrick, actually. He was I didn't have the greatest experience. I have a video on my channel. You can check it out. I didn't have the greatest experience. Sucks. Edward Furlong, though, I did meet Edward Furlong. Beautiful experience. Durant, Backstreet Boys or NSYNC? Come on, man. Backstreet's back. All right. Down, 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 down. That's, oh my God, we're back again. That's so good. It's so good. Definitely Backstreet Boys. And everybody, answer Dave's questions as he's asking them. So I prefer Backstreet Boys, but I'm sure we got some NSYNC fans. Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera? Ooh. Are you talking about talent or are you talking about who I think is hotter? Because both of those go to Christina Aguilera. Yes, 98 Degrees. Okay. Yeah, not my type. Not my type. If anything, it's what Drew. Not Drew. It's Nick Lachey or something. What's his name? Let's see here. Yeah, Nick Lachey. I think he's my man crush out of that group. Show you guys who I'm talking about. I think this guy, because he actually dated. Who did he? Oh, Jessica Simpson. That's right. This is who I'm talking about. Let's get a good photo. Let's get a good photo. There you go. I think that's a good photo. That's who I'm talking about. I think that's pretty good. Let's see here. New Kids on the Block. The OGs for me. Ooh, yeah. New Kids on the Block. Ooh, going old school there. Virginia, hot. Writing the thing there. Virginia. Whew. What are you guys doing right now? What is, so I know Mousetrax is probably eating tacos, listening to Disney music, probably next to Tiffany, if Tiffany's watching. Hey, Tiffany. Fist bump ya. Right there. That's for everybody as well. So if I ever do that, you can always fist bump me through the camera. So here we go. Fist bump in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right there. Coke or Pepsi? Ooh, good one. I will take either, but I will only take them from the fountain. From the fountain. I don't do bottle. I don't do can. So there you go. But if I had to pick one, I'll take Pepsi. I'm a Pepsi guy. Like a little margin. Just a little margin. Let's see here. I'm going to see because I've noticed some people have gone silent. So let's see. Who's watching? We Live on a Planet. Are you still watching? Taylor, are you still watching? Daisuke, are you still watching? Virginia, we know is watching. Dave, we know is watching. Cybergana, we know is watching. Oliver, I think, is watching. Mousetrax, are you watching? Yeah. Who's watching? Let me know who's watching. Yeah, I'm so happy we figured that out. That's the new thing. That's the thing. The fist bump. That's the thing. You only do it on these streams, okay? You got to promise me that. For the next stream, I'll have like a written contract, and I'll hold it up to the camera. You take a photo, you take a photo of the contract, and then you digitally sign it, and then you send it to me. And you can't do the fist bump thing in any other stream. I'm obviously kidding. Yeah. Drinking some good old purified drinking water. This is Target brand. Thinking of tracks for our Tech Noir After Dark Spotify playlist. I actually haven't checked that out. I know you've sent me the link. I know you've tagged me in it, but I haven't checked it out. So what are some of the songs that are part of that? By the way, everybody, Cyborganic created the Tech Noir After Dark Facebook group because of my podcast. It was inspired because of my podcast. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, there we go. Yep, the fist bump. J-Lo was my first crush ever. Yeah, she was your first CD ever, right? To the point I bought her CD and was my first CD. There we go. No regrets. Yeah, J-Lo. Oh, there's a woman crush right there. Whew. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Sorry, guys, I gotta stretch my legs here. Oh, holy moly. You ever sit with your legs in a pretzel form for an hour and 35 minutes? Oh, I am just really happy that people are in the chat room and you guys are tuning in, because this stream would not have gone to an hour and 36 without you. Let's see here. No. Your favorite is coconut water. Oh, that's right. That's right, Virginia. That's right. Yeah, no. I hate coconut water. Ooh, so many. Yeah, well, let me know. Such an old lady over here sewing. Well, hey, the fact that you're sewing and you're watching my live stream, that's awesome. That's cool. Let's see. Didn't miss anything. Nope, I didn't miss anything. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And guys, it's crazy. I kind of talk for a living because I do the podcast. I mean, you talk in general in real life, but I mean, it's crazy when you do a live stream. I'm starting to feel the strain on my voice. I was glad to see you were wearing shorts when you did that. Yeah, and they're red, actually. They're actually a pair of shorts that you can flip. So, on one side, don't worry, without getting explicit, you got red, and then on the other side, you got black. So, depending on my mood, I can change it around. Let's see here. I am here. My first crush was Cameron Diaz. Ooh, yes, Cameron Diaz. In The Mask. Whew. Holy shit. It's party time. P-A-R-T. Why? Because I gotta. So good. Did you guys hear about what's going on with The Mask? By the way, Jim Carrey is supposed to play the Mask, but not in a movie, like a full Mask movie. It's gonna be like a cameo or something. I don't know. I mean, that sounds cool. I'm down for it, but if I had to pick a Jim Carrey movie that I want a sequel to, it's really risky because it could actually screw up the first one, but I really want to know what happens to Truman at the end of The Truman Show. So I've always said that. What happens when he walks through that fucking door? Have you guys seen The Truman Show? Please tell me I'm not the only one that's seen The Truman Show. And since I'm looking at it, I'm looking at my Twilight Zone companion. This is just a big plug for the Twilight Zone companion. What is your favorite episode of the Twilight Zone? Since we have some new viewers watching, Taylor, I know you're going to put that in your playlist. Taking your word on that. But anybody else watching, what's some of your favorite Twilight Zone episodes? Assuming you've seen the Twilight Zone, but who hasn't seen the Twilight Zone? When she walks into Stanley's bank, my God. Is that the name of a song by The Weeknd? When she walks into Stanley's bank. Okay. All right. That movie is great. Sometimes I think my life is like that. Yeah, dude. You ever think about that? I know I do. I always think. I'm like, what if everybody around me is an actor and my entire life is just a reality TV show? I mean, The Truman Show is essentially a Twilight Zone episode. What happens? What happens? According to Cyborgana, Truman is done, to be honest. Do you mean don't do the sequel, or the second he steps out, he's done? And because he won't know how to actually live a normal life. Yeah, I've never thought about it to the degree of writing something, or I've never fleshed anything out, but I've always wondered, because that movie is so ambiguous how it ends. So very, 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 very interesting potential there. Thank you so much for the laughs. I truly did need them. Absolutely. Oh, okay, Cybergana. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I forgot his name is Stanley Ipkiss. Yes, that's right. You're talking about Cameron Diaz. Okay. Yeah, she's gorgeous. And then in those Charlie's Angels movies, she's gorgeous. I mean, all three of them are gorgeous. You have Drew Barrymore. There's another woman crush. Drew Barrymore and Lucy Liu. The new Charlie's Angels? Oh, the new Charlie's Angels. Ugh, I saw that. Ugh. And I actually like Kristen Stewart. I think she's pretty hot too. And talented. She's actually really talented. But I didn't like that movie. Ugh, so unnecessary. If anybody has seen the new Charlie's Angels, who was asking for a new Charlie's Angels? Tina Carlisle is a goddess. Yep, good old Cameron Diaz. She plays Fiona, right? Yeah, she's Fiona. She's the voice of Fiona in Shrek. There's the second Shrek reference in this stream. Yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. These are my pops behind me, by the way. Oh, I guess go this way. These are my pops right here. I have more, but these are the ones I have on display. These from here to here. These are my Stanley Kubrick pops. So you got A Clockwork Orange, then you got The Three Shinings, and then you got a limited edition 2001 A Space Odyssey. And then down here, you got Titanic, Jack and Rose, my Cameron pops. Let's see here. Megan Fox for life. Yes, everybody, Megan Fox is Durant's woman crush. Linda Hamilton for life. Linda Hamilton, yes. Dave, remember when we went to Universal that first time, and we went on the Transformers ride, and Megan Fox is not in the Transformers ride, and you were like, what? Where was Megan Fox? That's weird. They didn't have her in that ride. They didn't have Shia LaBeouf in that ride. They didn't have Marky Mark. They didn't have anybody. Oh, by the way, last night, Dave, I asked you about your thoughts on the Planet of the Apes with Marky Mark, and you said you hadn't seen it. Keep it that way. Watch the original Planet of the Apes from 1968, and then watch the new ones with Andy Serkis as Caesar. Caesar. I actually at one point had the bust. Who's messaging me? I at one point had that Caesar bust you could get that had like the Blu-rays. I think I might have sold it. I don't know what happened to it. My heart was broken. Yeah, that was. I knew you would be upset that Megan Fox wasn't in the Transformers ride. Megan is amazing in Passion Play. I've not seen Passion Play. Yeah. Damn, it's crazy. 1 hour and 43. So I guess what we'll do is we're going to take this to 2 hours, guys. We're going to take this to 2 motherfucking hours. And that'll be insane because my last 2 streams were like 30 and 20 minutes long. So big difference here. So we're definitely going to 2 hours. So what? We got about 16 minutes. About 16 more minutes to hang out. And then I'm going to call it a night. And then I probably will be back again this week. So yeah. Ooh, and Dave, while I have you watching here, I said this at the beginning of the stream because you and I are planning on doing the thing on Thursday. Normally, like, you know how we normally do it with the Anchor app. The Anchor app has actually been acting weird. So you may or may not be my test subject for trying to do it a couple other different ways. So just be ready for that. If that's cool, just be ready to, have some test runs going before we actually do the real podcast. Because I feel comfortable doing that with you. You know what I mean? So yeah. So Cybergana writes, so captivating. Okay. Passion Play. Huh. Would you watch Dave, would you watch Genesis 4 times throughout the day or Dark Fate 2 times in a row? Definitely Dark Fate 2 times in a row. I would prefer Dark Fate 2 times in a row. I would kill myself if I had to watch Genesis 4 times throughout the day. Oh my god. Oh. And when people do ranking lists and Genesis isn't at the bottom, I don't understand it. Like some of you guys, maybe not in the chat room, but maybe after the fact, there's this guy named Cody Leach, and every once in a while I watch him. I'm not a big fan of Cody Leach, but he did a Terminator ranking, and his least favorite Terminator film was Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines, and I didn't understand where he was coming from. Terminator 3 is bad, but it's not Genesis. Oh, Genesis is the worst. Oliver, my internet went. Was it okay with everyone else? My internet went. Uh-oh. Well, I guess you're back. Was it okay with everyone else? Yeah. No one else has said any issues has happened. So I've heard Jim Carrey won't do a real Mask 2 and a. I've heard Jim Carrey wants to do a real Mask 2 and a real Ace 3. I would prefer an Ace 3. I would take an Ace 3 over a Mask 2. Durant, yeah, sounds good, brother. Awesome. Fist bump. Right there. Look forward to that, guys. Dave and I, when we get together, not to pat ourselves on the back, but I think we make really good content together. So really looking forward to that. And anytime Dave goes live, make sure you watch, you tune in, and you send that guy $500 in super chats. Okay? You have to do it. You have to do it. This guy has, for like 5 years, spent so much money on fucking Blu-rays and steelbooks. We need to get some of that money back to him. So send him fucking super chats, okay? Have you seen Sonic with Jim Carrey? No, I haven't. I was planning on doing that with a couple friends, and then it fell through for some reason. So not really sure why that happened. But I heard it was good. Nothing crazy. Nothing. Oh my god! You have to rush out and see Sonic. Virginia sends the glasses emoji. But yeah, I wasn't crazy. Like going crazy to see it. The last movie I saw in theaters was The Invisible Man, right before all this COVID-19 shit. And wow, that movie was so good. The Invisible Man is so good. The new one from Blumhouse, that is such a good movie. Seriously. Dude, honestly, I can't thank you enough. Yeah, man, absolutely, dude. Like I told you, you got to support the ones you love. No homo. But you got to support the ones you love. So, I was happy to send that to you, man. Sonic is wonderful. Jim's brilliant, better than I expected. Ooh, good to know. Good to know, Cybergana. I don't even know what I was saying. Shit, I lost my train of thought. Anyways, The Invisible Man. That's right. Yeah, The Invisible Man was so good. Have any of you seen The Invisible Man? I thought that was such a good movie. A couple inconsistencies, a couple moments where I'm going, I don't know about that. And if you've seen the movie, you may or may not know what I'm talking about. But putting those little gripes aside, I thought it was a really solid film, and probably the best Blumhouse movie to come out since. I really liked Us from Jordan Peele. Us is so good. A womp bump. A womp bump. A womp bump. I got 5 on it. That knife scene was the best. Oh, are you talking about where she's in the kitchen and he kind of comes up behind her and like starts strangling her and she starts like it looks like she's floating? That was an intense scene. For a moment, I was worried that it was going to get goofy, and it didn't, because that's a real fine line of looking and coming off goofy as all hell. But they pulled that off insanely well. Without giving it away, because Dave, I think based off of that comment, you've seen it, and I'm sure some other people have seen it, but I'm not going to spoil the movie, don't worry. Without giving anything away, the two inconsistencies to me were the scene in the restaurant between her and her sister, okay? That's all I'm going to say. And thinking about, like, wouldn't there be security camera footage? Okay, all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say. There has to be security camera footage. Where is that? And the other thing is later on in the film when this isn't a spoiler. She gets a wound right on her wrist. There's a pretty severe wound, and she's like not really acknowledging it. She's not bleeding out. She's not doing anything. Like they almost forget about it, and that really bothered me. Other than that, those are the only two ones. But really, the one in the restaurant is like, it was such a cool moment, right? You know what I'm talking about. So unexpected, but it's like, wouldn't they just be able to play back security camera footage, and then that's sort of, I don't know, that sort of just fixes everything? I don't know. Durant, oh no, the dinner scene with the sister. Yeah, dude. Oh, okay, that's what you were talking about. Okay. But also in the kitchen, right? When she's, fighting him off. That's a pretty dope scene as well. Luna's Heart, Oliver, I haven't seen it yet, but I definitely won't. I definitely want to. So for you, Eddie, would you consider T2 3D Battle Across Time the real third? No, I wouldn't, because I don't consider T2 3D. I'm just going to keep plugging my hat because I love this hat. I got this at Terminator 2 3D at the gift shop right before it closed. But I don't consider it canon because there's a lot of inconsistencies in that one. And it makes sense, right? Because it's a theme park attraction, so they had to rework some stuff. But I don't consider it canon. It's definitely the best. It's the third best Terminator film because Cameron was directing it. But I don't consider it canon. No, it's not the real third. So far, there is no real third Terminator. That's I guess what I'm saying. It's the Terminator and Terminator 2 Judgment Day, and that's it. With a bonus T2 3D if you can check that out online. And that's it. Literally stay away from everything else. Stay away from Rise of the Machines, Salvation, the Sarah Connor Chronicles, Dark Fate, all the video games, despite how good they might be. Play them, but don't think they're canon, especially a video game. Comics, books, just no. It started out as a film series, end it as a film series. That's it. It's honestly really upsetting because for the longest time, Linda Hamilton, right, hold on, right there. Linda Hamilton refused to do another Terminator because she felt like she completed her arc in Terminator 2, and she did. And then, of course, we all got hyped when she came back for this. And she's honestly one of the best parts of Dark Fate. But it's a shame that she sort of tainted that legacy, right? It's a real shame. That's all I'm going to say. Virginia, New Charlie's Angels. Yes, I agree. Durant Cinema, why is it so hard to make a damn Terminator movie now these days? It's so hard because, well, if you're going to try to be canon, one, you're dealing with time travel, and that gets real fucking hard to figure out without being real inconsistent. You could argue, and I've said this a few times, you could argue the fact that Terminator 2 even exists is sort of like a plot hole, is sort of like an inconsistency. It sort of doesn't make sense, but you can justify it. You can find ways. I have found a way to justify Terminator 2. And that's really because James Cameron doesn't explain anything. He doesn't give you a whole lot. It's mostly present day shit. Also, I think it's because we live in a CGI era, and a lot of people don't want CGI. Terminator started out as a practical film series with bits of CGI in the second one. Nowadays, we all rely on CGI, so there's a real visual aesthetic that's not there. So there's a real tonal inconsistency as well. And we're also living in a really technological day and age where nothing really surprises us anymore. You gotta really think about what it was like to watch it in 84 and 91. That it was so far ahead. You know what I mean? Now it seems like we're just retreading shit. Like the Rev 9 is it's all it is a combo of a T800 and a T1000. Oh wait, the TX was too. Oh shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. Those are a lot of reasons. Also because James Cameron has not directed it. Just because producer James Cameron returns doesn't mean anything. He wasn't on set. He literally put his name on there, looked at some shit, probably went, okay, that's your movie. And that's it. Because he wants to make Avatar. Okay, so he's really done with Terminator. And Terminator's dead. Terminator's dead, guys. If anybody cares. Terminator's dead. Salvation for Life. Yeah, Salvation's the most unique one. So Salvation sort of kind of gets a pass, but not really. Honestly, with the terrible sequels, I find Salvation even more enjoyable. Yeah, like I said, it's the most unique. So for that reason and that reason alone, it gets a pass. But it's not a good movie. It's not a good movie. You can't water that. You got to remember that was the first PG-13 Terminator. So you can't water Terminator down to PG-13. And you know what? Dark Fate might as well have been PG-13. Besides the fucks in the movie, there really wasn't anything that justified it being rated R, I don't think. All right, guys, we got 4 minutes. 4 minutes, and then I'm going to call this a night. So send in any questions, any comments, concerns, super chats. No, I'm just kidding. You can't send in a super chat right now. I don't have enough subscribers. I think you have to have 1,000 subscribers to qualify for super chats. So we're almost there, guys. Tell your friends, tell your family. Subscribe to Eddie Green's 101. Cybergana might be a little life in the old beast yet. Oh, you're talking about Linda Hamilton? Yeah, I don't know. It was just a lackluster film that sort of tainted her performance. Her performance was great. She wasn't bad as Sarah Connor. But it's just a shame that she really did taint the Terminator 2 legacy that she held on to resiliently for so long. I don't know. Ooh, this is a good way to end the stream. So I have really oily skin, guys. And I use these oil-absorbing sheets on my face, right around, my nose and shit. Because one of the reasons people get acne, I don't know if you guys know this, one of the reasons people get acne, let me tilt the camera up here, is because, there's a bunch of reasons. I think diet is a big one. But some people have really, oily faces. I know I have a really oily face. So I just want to show this to you because this is funny. So it's a little sheet that starts out like blue, right? Starts out sort of bluish. You can see that? And now all I'm going to do is rub it on my nose, rub it on my face. Now I did shower before this stream, so I might not be as oily, but we're going to see what this looks like when I take it away from my face. Look at this. This is crazy. That's all the oil on my face. That's nuts. And of course, oil clogs your pores, which leads to whiteheads and everything. So this live stream is also a, kind of lifestyle vlog, whatever. If you have oily skin, if you have bad acne, go get these oil absorbing sheets, and this might help you. It's not going to cure it, but it definitely gets them under control. That's for sure. Let's see here. While I'm oiling my face up, I honestly didn't think I would do this on a live stream. Where are we here? Subscribe to this man, damn it. Thank you, Dave. Really appreciate it, man. Make sure you're subscribed. No, I'm just kidding. I know you're subscribed. Favorite YouTube video you made, Ed? Ooh, Dave, you're putting me into a corner here, man. Because of course I want to say the ones you and I have done. We've done. How many videos do I have of you and I, dude? The one you came down, but then I did another one where it was like a Q&A and we were in the Monster Cafe. So there's 2 videos of that first trip with you. And then I think there's a live stream that, I think the live stream is on your channel. I was on your channel for a live stream. And then the one that we did recently where you came back down. So, dude, honestly, those are some of my favorite videos. But if I had to choose one that's not Durant Cinema, probably my Disney carpool karaoke with my best bud in life, Boyd. If you haven't checked that out, that's like really at the very beginning of the channel. It's a fun video. It's sort of like James Corden carpool karaoke, but with me. Nope, not her. Another project. Oh, okay. Okay, Cybergana. All right. Well, look, guys, we made it. We made it to 2 freaking hours. So Um, all I gotta say is, and please, some people have told me that I can come off like kind of sarcastic sounding, and I really genuinely am being sincere when I say this, so I hope you believe me. I really appreciate every single one of you that tuned in. Even if you didn't stay, even if you didn't comment, that's awesome. But I really want to thank everybody that stayed in the. I guess it's over here for me, but it might be over here in the replay. Anyways, wherever it is, that stayed in the chat room and talked because, like I said, when you do a live stream, it's really lonely until people tune in, right? So, and I always forget that's the camera right there. I'm looking at other pieces of the screen, but that's the camera right there. So I'm going to keep focusing on that camera, even while the chat goes up. Thank you for coming on. Seriously, thank you for tuning in. Every single one of you. I'm sure I'm going to forget some people, but Dave, Mousetracks, Cybergana, Virginia, Taylor, Oliver, Daisuke for that little portion there. We Live on a Planet. I really apologize. The person that came over from that found me because of Durant Cinema, I forget who you were, like the name of your channel. But thank you for coming on. Rock Music Forever, I think is what it was. Seriously, thank you all for coming on and being a part of this. And yes, thank you for reminding me. I really hope you guys are okay. I really hope that you are utilizing common sense protocols, washing your hands for 20 seconds, bare minimum, getting everything on your hands there. Don't touch stuff. Don't touch your face. Social distancing. If you do touch your face, make sure your hands are clean. All that stuff, really, really just common sense stuff. And we're going to make it through this, and we'll look back on this, and it'll be a really crazy historical period of time. So I'm going to read the last comments here, and then we're going to end the stream. So Cybergana, stay safe and keep healthy, you guys. Remain indoors. Yes, absolutely. That's right, Ed. Stay safe, man. Enjoyed this, brother. Thank you, Dave, for tuning in. I partly is the reason why I made it 7:30, because I really wanted you to tune in. So I think if I do another live stream this week, it'll be around this time. So hopefully you guys will tune back in. It'll probably be towards the end of the week when I do the next live stream. Maybe it might be sooner. I don't know. You just gotta stay tuned. Stay safe, everyone. Oliver, Taylor, thanks. Absolutely. Thank you all for tuning in. And I'll be back on here again at some point this week. So until then, guys, talk to you later.